7 Nation Army couldn't hold me back.
Welcome to the Heat versus the World podcast. And now, stand up and make some noise for your host, Joel Jacob.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Heat vs. the World. With me, I got my guys Kay, Will, Alex, and newcomer Philip in the mix as well. What's up, guys? What's going on with y'all?
What up? What up?
Chill, man. What's up? What's up?
If I'm unfrozen now, I'm good, brother.
We're good, man. We good.
Listen, man, I'm feeling great, bro. So in case y'all don't know, the reason why we got a pod is because the news came out. The NBA schedule is here. We officially know who the Miami Heat are going to be playing for these 82 games. And I'm feeling great because first off, we found out who Miami's playing opening night, and we know who the Miami Heat is playing for Christmas Day. And let's go right into it. First off, we have the fact that the Miami Heat will be playing the Minnesota Timberwolves on opening night. Now, listen, if I liked Adam Silver, we'd give him a round of applause, but we're not going to. But I want to say shout outs to him. Shout outs to Adam Silver because he decided that he wanted to use his brain, and he realized that the Miami Heat can actually play a team that's not the Orlando Magic on opening night. So shout outs to Adam Silver for realizing that. Yeah, you know what? Well, we screw Adam Silver. I'm not giving him no claps. But shout outs to you for using your brain and realizing that we don't got to play the Orlando Magic every single year. Because I'm getting so tired every time I look at the, schedule. And I got to hear someone say the Miami Heat play the Orlando Magic of old teams on opening night. I'm not trying to see all that. I'm not trying to see who's going to be the scrub to have a huge good game against us. I'm over it. Instead, we're playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, all right? This dude decided to use his brain, and we're playing the Timberwolves in a game where it's going to be nationally televised. No, just Valley Sports, whatever the name of it. Well, it's FanDuel now, right? Whatever it's called. We're playing on ESPN, and I'm so happy about that. I'm not going to say God bless Adam Silver because, like I said, screw him. But thank God that the NBA finally smiled down on us, and they decided to do something right. So shout outs to the NBA, as a whole, because like I said, no love for Adam Silver over here. But I do want to acknowledge the Christmas Day game too, right? And that's because, in case y'all didn't hear about that, we're playing the Boston Celtics, and I'm insanely hyped about that because, first of all, this is our third Christmas Day game in the last decade. So think about that as you will. And you also got the fact the last two times we played it on Christmas Day, it was simply because we made it to the finals, right? So it's the NBA's way of saying, okay, you know what? We got to give them something because, they are the finalists from the previous year. Let's just give them that game. And, it's just like that, right? We did not make the finals last year. We didn't do a lot of stuff, but they want to give us our respect because they see the superstar we got on our team. So not only do we have a Christmas Day game, but again, I got to give the NBA their props. I'm not going to clap for Adam Silver, but thank God they actually gave us a game where the storyline makes sense on Christmas Day. Because if you look at the last two games we played on Christmas, I remember 2020 was against New Orleans. That was really a whatever game because, there's no story between the Heat and Pelicans. It was whatever. Then 2023, they had us play against Philly, and, it's not much. Maybe a fun little matchup, Jimmy Butler and the Heat versus Joel Embiid and the Sixers, albeit neither of those guys I named ended up playing that game. Like, okay, cool. Now we actually got a matchup because, like I said, for some reason, Adam Silver's brain started working again, and he realized, wow, Heat and Celtics, they have so much history with one another. We should put them against one another for Christmas Day because we all know about the playoff history. We all know about the battles. And then you got the fact that now there's this whole, Giannis element to this, right? The fact that these were two teams who were neck and neck at getting this dude. And then boom, Miami got him. And not only did Boston miss out, but we saw the consequences that came with that. Boom, Jaylen Brown off the team. He's now in Philly, and they're practically worse because they swapped him for Paul George of all players. champions in the glorious year of 2026, mind you. So this ain't even 2012, 2013. They have no reason to be excited, and I'm so happy for that, Boston. Bill Simmons and all y'all other people, y'all can try to hype up that we got nothing going on here. I would rather be in Miami's situation than be y'all, so y'all can go rot in hell. Anyways, I don't want to talk for too long, so I'm gonna pass the mic to you guys. Kay, what do you guys say about all this?
Well, hopefully I'm not frozen. And if I am, hopefully y'all can hear me.
We can
Yeah,
hear you.
Okay, cool. Well, my picture will catch up at some point. Recognize the voice. Um, I I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of revisionist history going on with the Giannis situation and people not remembering or recognizing how good he has been. And to be quite frank, I think I've said it at several points throughout the offseason. I'll say it again. The only team that I have to respect as being better than the Miami Heat entering the season are the New York Knicks, and that's because they're the title winners. But every other team in the East, due to additions, chemistry, fit, what they lost, they have just as much to prove as the Miami Heat do. I'm done, even though my camera isn't.
fairs. Will, how about you?
Um, I just gotta say amen to the Magic point, man. I was tired of seeing the Magic day one. It's
You don't
so
want to see Paolo
predictable.
hoops night one. You don't want Paolo hoops
I
night
barely
one.
Not
want
for
to,
5, 6 years straight. Like, I can't do that anymore, bro.
I barely want to see Tyler Hero hoops. You think I want to see Hero and Paulo hoops, man? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm so happy they gave us a good matchup. And again, the matchup makes sense. The Heat and Wolves don't have like a crazy rivalry history, but you got two teams with new looks. Timberwolves with LaMelo Ball, and then the Miami Heat with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And finally, superstardom has landed the Heat back on Christmas Day. Shout out to Bam for his 83-point performance. He put us back on the map. The Miami Heat are back on Christmas Day. And again, the matchup actually makes sense. The Boston Celtics. So we get to see Bam Adebayo versus Jason Tatum. I am here for it. And then you got the co-stars, Giannis and Paul George. It's a nice little heavyweight bout. I'm ready for that matchup. It's at a good time, good little matchup. It's gonna be in Boston, so you already know Miami loves competing in Boston. They wouldn't have it anywhere else. So that's my thoughts on those two matchups. I'm excited.
And I just want to add real quick, Will, because I was low-key bummed out because I low-key love seeing the Heat play at home on a Christmas Day game. But shoot, if we can piss off some Celtics fans and ruin their Christmas Day, I'm all for it. So by all means. Alex, how about you?
Hey man, you was out here saying that you weren't gonna give Adam Silver his props, which I mean I'm okay with. But this all goes back to the Giannis effect, man. Like we got a top 5 guy in the league on our roster. We got international appeal, got appeal here in the States. So I mean, he's a guy who I don't honestly, if you really think about it, since LeBron left, the Heat haven't had a guy who you could walk into any game and be like, you know what? That dude can score 35 to 50 just because he's walking on the court. Mm-hmm. Why you raise your eyebrow, Will?
Continue, bro. You good?
Hey, we in the
I think I know, but I will say,
season.
Yeah, regular season. That's fair.
I'll say that in the regular season. We all know. Okay.
Different argument for a different day. You're cooking. I'm with you. You're cooking. I'm with you.
Yeah, a guy who it don't matter where he's playing or who he's playing against, he not gonna take a game off. So with that being said, like I'm just excited. As you can see, my name says, is it October 21 yet? 21st yet, but yeah, man, I'm excited for us to get going, dog.
Man, amen, bro. Because like I said, it's been a long off season since we got Giannis, bro. Like the fact that we're actually close to everything, just playing out and playing Heat hoops again, like by all means. But Philip, how about you?
Yeah, I'm really excited, man. Obviously I'm new here, so I'm still trying to adapt to everything, but learning the Heat culture and learning the fact that, for example, the Heat haven't had an opening day and a Christmas Day game together in the last 5 years. They haven't had a Christmas Day game in the last 3 years. right? So these are stats that I'm, mind blown by. Like, why is it now that Miami has 25 national games, but last season they had 8, right? And this is my point to what Alex is saying is like, that's why there's this international appeal. That's why Miami has 25 national games now compared to 8, right? I'm super excited. Giannis has a chip on his shoulder. He has to prove to everyone now, like Will is, saying like, in the playoffs, are you able to get it done? Right. And he has the squad now to do it. He has people around him who can help him and can push him into the playoffs. He doesn't have to overexert himself in the playoffs and get hurt. Right. He doesn't have to play 48 minutes. He can play 36, 30, 38 minutes, So I'm really excited, man. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens November 18th when we go to Milwaukee and we play against Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware and all those guys. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited.
By the way, I do want to say, because Tyler Hero's name mentioned, to all the people that have access to the footage but still haven't chosen to leak what happened between Bam and Tyler, screw all y'all, okay? Because how the heck did we get the pool footage? What happened between him and Draymond? That was in-house, mind you. That was not no public area, nothing. That happened in-house, and we got that footage. But none of y'all trying to leak that. Now y'all got morals, huh? Y'all actually want to do what's right. Only with the Miami Heat, y'all. And y'all don't want to believe me, some of y'all out there, when I say people hate the Heat, because this video should have been leaked by now. But because people want to hate on Miami, they don't want to leak it. And that's fine. It is what it is. I'm not here to dwell on this type of stuff. But with that all being said, man, looking at this stuff real quick, I do want to go into the schedule for the Miami Heat because we have some good things to look ahead. So in case y'all ain't peep it, now it look kind of small here, but still, this is the 82 games the Miami Heat will be looking at for this coming season. And there's a lot of good matchups, right? Now, every now and then I like to change this fancy little thing I got underneath my name. And before I pass the mic to y'all, I'm going to say this. I'm not saying we gonna win a championship this year. I'm not saying we gonna do this or that, but there is not a single team I look at that I'm just gonna be scared of. Anyone can get this belt. Okay, I don't care who it is. The Boston Celtics, well, they're definitely getting the belt. I don't care. Let's see. The Philadelphia 76ers, everyone keep talking about. They can come and get this belt. There's not a single team, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, even if they're quote unquote better than us. I know some people might raise their eyebrow. I'm not saying we win in a championship this year because I don't like guaranteeing them things. I feel like it's going to bite me in the rear if I do. But anyone can come get this belt. I don't care anymore, bro. And maybe it's the fact that I'm so used to us not getting a superstar that now that we finally have one, that now I got too much of the hopium in me or whatever it's called. But anyone can come get this belt. So I look at that 82 game schedule. Any night, just simply, I don't care, bro. What's his name? Michael Jackson's dad, Joe, right? Joe Jackson. What he doing that Drewski skit? He pulled off the belt and he was ready to throw it at whoever. That's the same. Yep, that's the same way how I feel with the Miami Heat. All right, we just gonna take that belt off and we swinging it at whoever. I do not care. So by all means, bro, I look at that schedule, a lot of great matchups, and like you said, Philip, the Giannis motion is real. Because I was gonna put this out there. 5 national televised games, 2025, 2026, 2026, 2027, 25. Like, that's motion right there. So I say all of this to say, listen, I'm not going to guarantee no championship, but y'all better believe that anybody can come get this belt. And I will be ready for that at any proven night. And I'm going to talk that talk too. Not guarantee no championship, but anyone can get this belt. But with that being said, I'm going to slide the mic to you, Will. See what you guys say.
Listen, man, cocky Heat fans are back. They're back. I'm gonna bring everybody back down to reality. Listen, they got some tough stretches in this season. It's not like they play one good team, one bad team, one good team. There's some real stretches throughout the season. One that I noticed is
Do tell. Tell us the stretches, please, sir.
yeah, for sure. And y'all might scoff and laugh, but like on paper, if you we know how long this we know how unpredictable the season can be, and we know how tight the Eastern Conference has been come playoff time towards standings. It's been really close. Teams are flopping out the 6 and 7 seed. Everything's alternating, and seeding is really important. So you look at March 27th, they play Boston. March 29th, they play Cleveland. Then they have a back to back in Charlotte. I'm not saying the Charlotte Hornets are a better team, but you're going to tell me they're going to play a tough, gritty Cleveland team one night and then a scrappy Charlotte Hornets team, which they showed a lot of fight last season against a lot of good regular season teams. So to play them back to back, especially come playoff time, you cannot afford to drop one of those in a back to back. And then you have Boston right around the corner in April 2nd. To me, that is just a crucial stretch coming playoff time because you kind of want to wind down a little bit. Around that time, you want to kind of hopefully you get some easier teams to finish the schedule off. Rest some guys if you're comfortable in your seating, but with the way the Eastern Conference has been, you really can't take your foot off the gas pedal. And so with these stretch of teams, they can't sleep. And then right after, you got teams like Orlando and Washington. Not saying those guys are world beaters or that they're better from the Heat, but and they're long, could be tough matchups for Miami. You can't afford to lose these games. So I just wanted to note that little stretch. Not saying it's the hardest stretch in NBA history by any means, but I'm just saying it's something I'm looking at. Because I mean, while we're not worried about it now, it could come back to bite us in the end, towards the end of next season. So I'm just kind of looking forward ahead to that. Those are my only thoughts on that.
And that's a fair point, because I do look at the schedule. There's definitely going to be some points where Miami is definitely going to have to, really clutch up because at the end of the day, it's never going to be an easy 82. You look at whatever ways the schedule is set up. Like sometimes you might have to play a certain amount of games in just a little time span. It's just a matter of how these other guys can step up because obviously we know what Giannis is going to do. We know what Bam's going to do. I really want to see what these other guys can do as well. And we'll get into that as time goes on. But Alex, how about you?
I ain't gonna lie. What was the original question? Because I was going off of what Will was saying. I was following like what he was looking at in the schedule, and I just started looking at the schedule.
I'm
So
gonna be real. I didn't really know the question either, but I just took it and ran with it, and I
Yeah,
thought I did a decent job.
we just we just talking about the 82 games altogether. Any matchups you looking at? Like how you feeling?
dog, I feel great, man. Honestly, we all know the primetime matchups. We know the primetime matchups that I guess the NBA is looking at as primetime matchups for us as well. Like we got NBA Cup games against the 76ers. We got them frauds from Cleveland. Um, who else? Obviously the
The
champs, New
Knicks.
York, Indiana, who they have given us trouble in the past, and obviously Giannis has his dealings with them over the past few playoffs and everything. So like, I'm just excited, bro. I'm just excited to see the Heat play every single game, honestly, just because of the fact that I mean, I don't even know. I don't know if I'm stepping on any toes or whatever, but the fact that however, over this past summer, people been acting like because the Heat got Giannis, like we not we shouldn't be talked about. We not as good as people think. Am I stepping on any your toes, Joel? Here, no.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Like, I mean, honestly, the one guy who comes to my mind is Theo Pinson. Like he acting like he talking about some. Oh, I'm taking a nap when the Heat in the who we play on the Celtics. He talking about I'm taking a nap when the Heat and the Celtics play on Christmas.
Mm.
Are you serious? Like that
One,
makes
one, one additional comment for the people who don't know who Theo Pinson is. He is a former NBA basketball player. Former. So I just want to throw that out there for the people because 99% of people don't know who Theo Pinson is. So, but go ahead.
and say yeah, dog. So it's like I got I'm kind of sort of in the same realm. Like when I really, really sit here and think about it, I'm in the same realm as you, Joel. Anybody can get this belt because people have been talking crazy about us for however long. And then last year, all I kept hearing was, oh, y'all ain't got enough to get Giannis. Now that we got Giannis, is oh, y'all only got Giannis. Y'all ain't gonna be able to beat nobody. All right. And like I think I said it on the biz break last time we had one. But I was just like, yo, like everybody gonna have to step on the court and see us. We hear everybody talking. We hear everything y'all saying. It sounds real nice. Y'all got to step on the court and y'all got to see, oh, we not worried about them shoot. All right, step on the court and see us. See what we talking about. That's all I got to say.
Exactly. And because my thing is, and I don't want to go too much into it because that basically goes into that Biscayne breakdown episode. But first of all, everyone would have, all the people you see that slandering the Heat, saying we gave up too much for Giannis, those folks would have been the same ones that would have been like, oh, well, like hypothetically speaking, let's say we didn't get Giannis. They would have been like, oh, well, you didn't want to give up Jaime to get Giannis. You felt like giving up Kasparis and all them was going to be too much. What do you guys think they are? Like, what, you don't think they're going to end up being better than a guy like him? We would have heard the same trash talk from these same guys. That's why
give up Hugo Gonzalez. Oh, my bad.
Exactly.
My bad.
Like
that was some green people.
Yep. Well, that's true too, because I don't hear nothing about that. I don't hear anything about that. We would have heard it on our end, because I remember every time we missed out on a star player, I would see people be like, oh, y'all didn't want to give up Tyler Hero. I still ain't heard nothing about the fact that they didn't give up Hugo Gonzalez in that deal. So listen, man, the Boston Mafia is insane there. And one thing I will say about Theo Pinson, I didn't want to mention him too much unless that name came up, since it did. At the end of the day, these guys, like you said, he's a former player for a reason, all right? Theo, I get it. You want to do these pods, get some money. That's nice. It's much better than working at Publix where you belong. So, good for you for finding a better, more convenient job for yourself. Because let's be real, you are not, I can't even call you a career role player, because people like them got, better livings. They got to do more in the league. What have you done? Nothing. And to all the Heat fans out there that spend time going on Twitter being pissed off at stuff that he got to say, y'all got to understand something. I don't pay attention to any of these things, because at the end of the day, who the hell is waking up in the middle of the morning and saying, you know what, I wonder what Theo Pinson of all people got to say about the Miami Heat? I can't even name 3 teams that brother played for. Or did he even get to play for 3 teams, or did he get cut after the first one? I don't know.
It's a good trivia question.
I see people talk about him like this dude is a star. Like, no, he's
Brooklyn.
not. Oh, I can't see what you're saying. Okay.
Dallas and Brooklyn, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, Dallas and Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you learn something new every day, so I'm glad I got to
He
know.
played 17 games for the Knicks.
Wow.
Okay. So Brooklyn, New York, and Dallas. I mean, that's 3.
Shout outs to you, Theo. What a great career. I'm gonna watch some highlights of you after this pod finishes, man. So hopefully
his high school highlights go crazy, but yeah.
Shoot,
This is not the time to gas him. This is not the time to gas him.
What are we doing?
Overall, man, like, these guys don't matter to me. That's why I'm not going to spend time. Like, that's why when y'all send some of them tweets to me, like, I see them wherever, I just mentally blank out, because to me, it just don't matter, bro. Him or even these other people, Chris Mannix, what's the other dude name? Bill Simmons, right? Then I seen the one guy making fun of the Heat's defense, the guy from, he's a Dallas person. Don't say his name, because we're not giving no free clout. Who are these people, bro? I didn't know who that person was till I saw that quote. I've heard of the 2K auto-generated players. Are we just auto-generating reporters to come up and say these things about the Heat now? Because I get it. We don't got good this. We don't got good that. But now we're hearing scrubs from God knows where coming out saying things about the Heat. Some of the stuff not making sense. Like, our defense isn't good. A team with Giannis, Bam, Davion, Andrew Wiggins not doing nothing. Like, I see this stuff, and that's why I don't pay mind to it. Because now we're just auto-generating people that never speak about basketball, just speaking all of a sudden. Like, I never heard a Theo Pinson opinion once in my life until I seen this thing. Now, all of a sudden, I'm seeing his name show up. I never see all these other guys' names show up. Now I'm hearing about them. Everyone got something new to say about the Heat all of a sudden. People probably being born into this world saying the Heat are trash. And honestly, I don't care for it no more. Let's just hoop. Let's do what we got to do. October, let's hear this. And I hate to say this because I'm getting PTSD of 2019 when Jimmy first came here. All y'all had so much to say when that brother came here. Jimmy gonna come here to retire. He gonna come here to do this and all that. Guess what we ended up doing? We went to the finals. So I'm not saying we gonna do all that with Giannis here. Not the exact same scenario. I know that. But all y'all who was sitting here saying all that dumb stuff, y'all look mad stupid at the end of the year when we did what we did. And I'm not saying we gonna have the same end result this year, but let's wait till the time pulls up. So with all of that being said, man, that's what I gotta say. Philip, the mic is yours.
Man, what a monologue. Round of applause.
Thank you. I'm not Adam Silver, so y'all can definitely clap if y'all want.
No, I'm really excited for the new season. Just to kind of highlight, you were saying there's like stretches that if I want to go into them, I think from November 10th to December 10th, I was looking a little bit. The Knicks are playing us twice. We're playing Philly. We're playing the Celtics, I believe. And then I think we're doing the Cup group play at the same time, which is going to be complicated. But outside of that, I think we're going to win like 50 games. I know that's kind of a stretch to say, but I have a lot of confidence in this roster. I think we need shooting and ball handling. That's like obviously the utmost importance, but we have some really solid guys, man. Andrew Wiggins is a champion. Davion Mitchell's trying to prove himself that he deserves to be that, starting spot. So I think we're going to see lots of things, man. I think we're going to see lots of things.
I mean,
Bro,
I know it's Davion Mitchell. But
no, Will face whenever.
Interesting.
Whenever
You don't want to put that in the group chat.
Dude,
Every time someone says Wigs, look at his face.
Bro, what? He do the same face every time.
He was
didn't
cooking, man, until he said wig.
You didn't
man.
like the 50 wins?
Shoot. I mean, every time I hear something about Wigs, I go straight to where I'm like, all right, what's Wigs?
Well, he hasn't been playing well for Miami so far, or
No, he's playing well. Will
Not
just
really.
has a hate for that man.
okay.
Hate's a strong word. Hate is a strong word.
You have a
I talk
strong
to you.
dislike.
I would say that.
Well,
very
he has to play with
strong
Giannis now. There's more pressure now. That's the thing. He's gonna have to play better, right? So
Yeah.
You would hope so.
you hope so.
Can't get any worse. But yeah.
All right, man. We'll save the Wiggins convo for another pod.
Please do.
Hopefully no stinkers this year. Only good vibes only. So we're gonna leave it there. But before we wrap up, man, I mean, we've had a good convo about this schedule. Is there anything that you guys want to touch on? Any hot takes y'all want to put out there as we look at these 82 games and what lies ahead for Miami?
I'm not sure if anybody mentioned this, but I wanted to touch on game 1 versus Minnesota. People talking about there not being a link. I will have you guys to notice that the very last game that the Miami Heat played was a game that they played without one Bam Adebayo. And if you think back to why they played that game without Bam Adebayo, then you may feel differently about that opening game.
That is a good point.
That is.
And listen, I'm not going to spend time talking about bro because at the end of the day, who knows? Because that low key might have helped us get Giannis if you think about it. So I'm not even going to waste too much time talking about him.
I mean, it would have been 15, 16, or 17. Excuse me, swear banner. If they took 15, they would have took 17.
That's true.
I don't know about that, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
Honestly, that's different for a different day.
Pessimist Will just entered the building, but okay, fair. We can take a look.
But listen,
I got another. Listen, I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but I hope we're not too high on the NBA Cup because that is a very tough group, man.
That's the group of death. Group of hell.
Yeah, the Heat. I ain't gonna say they got the short end of the stick because I mean everybody got to play the same teams. Philly got to play us and everybody else. New York got to do the same thing. But listen, man, when it comes to that, I'm just gonna hope for the best. The NBA Cup is just like a side mission to me. Like that's not even me personally. That's not even a real thing to me. Like it's just cool. It's cool entertainment. It's free basketball.
It could be a good test, though. Not that it is,
Correct.
but it could be, depending on how it all shakes out.
It does kind of give. I will say it does kind of give early playoff intensity. I will say that it doesn't not similar, obviously, but it definitely has more stakes than a regular season game. But it's I just know I'm not reading too much into the cup.
Teams. You get to see those 3 teams match up with those kind of environmental factors and mental factors that you mentioned, and that's why I think it's important because of
I
the
agree.
three particular teams we're talking about. That's
I
all.
agree because those are if the Miami Heat are a serious team, which we hope they are, and they're a championship contending team, which we hope they are, they're gonna see these exact same teams. The only teams that aren't in there is like the Pistons and the Celtics, right? Everybody else, the Pacers, the Knicks, the Sixers, the Cavaliers. These are all teams that you are gonna see in the first round, second round, or third round. These matchups matter to me, and I'm glad we're not getting like New York like games versus the New York Knicks in like early October or November or December where the games don't matter, but we are playing them in the cup games where there's a little bit of stakes to it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But it feels
So,
like it means more. So you're gonna get to
right.
see a true read, or at least a truer read on what you think it might be in a playoff scenario.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm keeping a lookout for when the Warriors come to Miami, obviously. So that's my last thoughts on
I'm
that.
sorry. Why so? Why are you keeping a lookout for when the Warriors come to Miami? I'm just
Because the
asking.
third best player in Miami Heat history coming back to his building.
Is he playing?
I hope so.
Oh, okay.
When is that game? Because I feel that he might be back like after a calendar year, or
And
because
that's
I
a
don't know how
Kodak
he's.
gift.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But that's it for me. I'm just yapping. That's it.
Let's see, Philip. I saw you was about to unmute. Was there anything you want to add?
No, I was just gonna bring up an interesting stat that Spoelstra right now, I believe, has won 12 Christmas Day games. They're 12-0 on Christmas Day.
Mhm.
So expect another win unless that record somehow gets broken, which I don't
That
think
is a
it will.
good stat, man. Because
But
that is a very good stat. Because I've always kept up with that stat. Like they've never lost on Christmas Day.
yeah,
Never, and they
yeah,
play some really tough teams on Christmas
yeah.
Day too.
And I think this is a away game as well, right? On Christmas.
Yep.
Yes,
So it'll be tough, but we'll see what happens.
it's actually their first away Christmas game in a minute. I think their
Oh,
last
yeah.
away Christmas game was what, Dallas?
Might
It was pre
yeah,
Big Three.
2014, 13. I think
Wait,
we
hold
played
up.
the Lakers, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say
They
that.
played
Yeah, you're right.
That
They
was
did go to LA, and that's when they did the double lobs. Like yeah, I
Really?
do remember that.
I believe so. Because
Yeah.
I know we
Yeah,
played the Lakers twice on Christmas Day.
it was 2014. It was 24. I remember that because
Yeah.
that was when LeBron caught the lobs off the glass. I remember that.
Yeah.
You are right.
So yeah, I don't think because then after that we had some random games like New Orleans. I know we played Cleveland that following year. Yeah, just
We played New Orleans twice, and we played the Pelicans twice on Christmas Day. Both games in
Mhm.
Miami, which is crazy.
yeah.
Because
I mean,
it geographically makes sense. That's the only reason they did it. And they figured they could sell you Zion.
And AD. And that
Yeah.
was actually a good game though. The AD Christmas Day game in Miami, that was actually a pretty good game.
We could
That was
do your
kinda slept
Christmas
on.
Day game, get them boys back home within 2 hours. Hey,
Yeah.
call it a day.
But now we going to war this Christmas.
Oh,
yeah.
facts.
Like I said, I don't know
With
how
Paul
it's
George.
Are we though? Are we? I mean, I guess final question. Are we overhyping Boston?
No,
A little bit.
it's the
I
it's
think
the
so.
Heat. It's the Heat versus Boston. No,
Right.
No,
Okay. So you saying the game
Boston's arguably
itself?
still a better team than the Miami Heat.
I'm gonna disagree with you there, and that's why
I said
would push
arguably.
back.
I said arguably.
Right. I mean, I feel you, and that's what. But I think if I'm looking at it from that perspective, that's why I asked that question. But Alex made a good point. Just the intensity of a game between the Heat and the Celtics kind of make up for that. Okay, fair.
And Adebayo and Tatum gonna go head to head no matter what. So
Right. We
Bradley
heard you the first
Beal-
time you ignored
Bradley
Giannis.
Beal just signed to go back to the Clippers. Okay.
okay.
Nothing new.
Really?
Bye. That
So
hit
that
was
mean
cooked anyway.
okay. So that mean we getting DeMar.
wait, what just happened?
Brad Beal just re-signed 2 years, 13.2 mil to go to the Clippers. Go back to the Clippers. Got a player option after this.
Could have
year.
got him, but
That's who the
Yeah.
Heat needed over Beal or DeRozan and Clay. They needed another ball handler. That
he's very
sucks.
injury prone though. That's my issue.
And I don't know
Understood.
that hip. That's still a
Understood.
strength.
I don't. Here's something I think y'all not thinking about. Like it's so many factors that fall because with Russ retiring, him going back to the Clippers, like that, it ain't but one guy out there, and that's why I said that mean DeMar coming to Miami.
I mean,
I can see that. Yeah.
I'm of the mindset where I know I've mentioned this on other pods where like we don't need like we wouldn't have needed Brad Beal to be Bradley Beal. We'd have just need him to be okay. Like
That's where I'm at.
I mean, I know from listening to Five Reasons Sports, Five Reasons Sports Network and everything, they talking about that at certain points right now, the Heat feel like supposedly if they ended up getting DeMar, that there will be stretches of the season where he might not play because of the other guys they got. And I'm like, bro, what? Like I understand us loving who we got and all that, but it's okay to go get somebody who has shown and proved before
Right.
and
That can
bring
play
them,
outside the
bring them
system.
in.
I'm not even a DeMar guy, but not playing over some of the guys. Have they looked at the roster? The roster not all that. DeMar could
And
definitely play. I just don't think he's a good fit for the team. That's my thing. DeMar is definitely better than a lot of these guys.
oh, that's fair. And I would say,
That
like,
is
if
crazy.
those guys weren't going to where they were, or in Russ's case, retired, and I ain't saying you want to rest, whatever, then okay, you got a choice, then yes. But if there isn't anybody out there, like to you guys' point, like if you're trying to tell me that DeMar couldn't help in some form or fashion, I just don't believe that. But then that brings us back here, and I know I don't mean to hold us up too much as we look to close. Hayward Highsmith got released by the Suns recently. How y'all feel about that?
That's my
Uh,
dog. That's my
I mean,
dog.
I love the locksmith, but not like he ain't what we need. I think we need shooting and ball handling / playmaking, and he's
Don't we
yeah
got two roster slots left though?
yeah
Yeah.
for a
Oh,
shooter
yeah,
and
3.
a ball handler. Well, we got three, but they only gonna fill two.
Okay.
And
Mm.
I think one of them is for the guy in Dallas whenever that gets figured out. Uh, Another one should be
That ain't a
for.
guarantee though, bro.
And I know it's not a
I
guarantee,
don't see it, man. I just don't.
but that I mean that goes
They're
to the point.
confident though.
They
But they know
they
it,
are
it.
very
It goes
confident,
back to: do you think they would do that knowing they would be helping us out? Because I think everybody knows it at this point.
and I feel like it's one of the things where they actually have too many people on guaranteed contracts, so something has to be done,
And you are
and they're
right
just
there.
and they're
That's
just
the only
True,
reason why I
true,
can see
and
it.
true.
they're just holding out on when they're gonna do it. They're just trying to wait it out and wait it out. Oh no,
Right.
we're not gonna
They
pay
hoping
them.
somebody will get desperate before they do.
Yeah, like oh no, we're
Okay.
gonna trade them. We're gonna trade them, knowing everybody knows, dog. Y'all have too many people under contract.
But I mean, I'm not super hyped for Clay, but I don't mind waiting. I mean, who's the other option? DeMar? I'll wait on
Right.
Clay. I'll wait on him.
Yeah, I think spacing wise, it makes more sense for Clay just because DeMar is more of a mid-range shooter, and Bam and Giannis are already going to be in the mid-range, kind of working that area. So it doesn't really make sense. So yeah, I'm all for waiting for Clay as well.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not gonna. We know that we're gonna build this into a championship contender in the first season. That rarely ever happens. Um, Especially with the cap limitations and the asset limitations that they have. So I mean, when people say, "Yeah, we need more shooting and ball handling," yeah, I mean that's every team's gonna have flaw and needs somewhere, and they were not. I was just hoping Bradley Beal could maybe slide in a little bit. I don't think they need shooting as much, but Clay would definitely be a help for sure.
And I'm not gonna get delusional, but to your point, Will, I would agree with you in most other situations. But when I look at this Miami Heat team, knowing who they are, being able to excel upon the fringes, I look at Coach Spo being him. I look at Bam being one of the best. Let's say Bam's probably a top 25, 30 defender ever across the history of the NBA, and Giannis being a top 25, 30 player, being generous. I mean, he's probably higher, but at worst, he's a top 25, 30 across the history player of the NBA. I feel like with the right circumstances, they could contend for a title this year, but only because they have those particular pieces in place. But in any other situation, I would agree with you because how many teams have those pieces in place? Like in most situations, you're trading your Bam to get your Giannis. So being that they have them both, that would be the only thing I would fight back a little bit on. I'm not gonna get delusional and say, "Oh, we're gonna win the title," Heat in 5. But I'm saying it's possible, and that's not just me being a fan. I'm saying when I look around at the rest of the East and the rest of the league, if they can figure it out and get enough offense on a consistent basis, because we know in my mind they're gonna be hell on defense. Like from a
Oh,
physicality, from
yeah.
from from just playing with their hair on fire, being able to do multiple things, if they can figure out how to get enough offense around what Bam and Giannis gonna do, I feel like they can contend this year. But again, I'm not gonna get Delulu and say they definitely gonna do it. because you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I mean, we'll just see how everything works out for the most part. But aside from that, man, is there anything else you want to wrap on before we close this out?
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all for bearing with me and my wanky camera. I'm sure y'all seen my dog a couple times. Maybe y'all didn't because my camera ain't. But yeah, man, this break coming soon. Just yapping in a little bit. Holla.
Yes, sir. So with
All right,
that
thank
being,
you. Oh, sorry.
oh no,
Just
you're
wanted to, I just wanted to say thanks for
The
having me
new
on for the first
guy. Oh
time.
my God, not knowing the cadence. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say thanks for having me on for the first time. I'm still learning the ropes, but yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks for having me. So.
Yes, sir, man. So with that being said, y'all make sure to follow everyone here on Twitter, KK_said_K. Make sure to follow Will at Crack Season, Alex at _Coach Lewis 1, Giannis, Philip at Giannis Take, and then make sure to follow me on Twitter at Joel K Jacob _. I'm deactivated at the moment, but I will be back soon. Let's see, and then make sure to follow Heat vs. the World at all platforms at HVTW Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We got more content headed y'all way, man. And listen, we got Giannis. We got good vibes here. That's why I'm going to be potting the whole season. I ain't going to be taking no breaks in between because guess what? We got a good product on the court. So shout out to the Miami Heat for doing their jobs, man. So aside from that, hit my music because
Child support find you, Joel?
out.
behind my back.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time with a brand new episode of the Heat versus the World podcast.